Mermay. Mermay is all about drawing mermaids. And that's something that I do all the time. That's something that I've done since I could hold a pencil, could hold a watercolor brush, could make images from my imagination onto the paper. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a sketchbook tour as a Little Mermaid content. But I don't really have a Mermaid designated sketchbook. I have this. This is a little travel sketchbook from when I went on a cruise last winter. As I was traveling, I would just write down notes, do little scribbles of what I did or what I saw. So I thought this would be a casual introduction to baby's first idea of a sketchbook tour. Shall we? So here is the little sketchbook. It's just a teeny tiny miniature Hallmark sketchbook. It is unlined. I love that it has unlined pages, and I think this color blocking is really cool. It came with a pack of 3 and I didn't really know what to do with them. Let's start the sketchbook tour. Those are the dates of the cruise. It's old now. This was a while ago. On the first page, I put a little itinerary of what we would do and we would go on different days. And then these are some of my sketches from on the plane there, when I wasn't sure what to have in store and what would happen. Just to set the tone for the sketchbook, almost everything in here is ballpoint pen scribbles. Here's a sketch of the Airbnb that we stayed in the night before our cruise left. And here's a drawing of the beach. The morning before we left for the cruise, I saw a cat on the beach. Made my whole day. I drew these during breakfast and I just wrote down a few little thoughts. I forgot to take photos of the ship. As soon as the ship started moving, we saw dolphins swimming right outside of our window, and that seemed really lucky. And I can't believe how much food there is everywhere. And I am so thankful that I brought my hoop, which I was really nervous about bringing on the plane because it barely fit in my suitcase. A little snail because it thunderstormed the night before we left on our cruise, and there were snails everywhere. Babe with a tail and ready to sail. On the cruise, one of the pastimes you could sign up for during sailing when you're stuck on the ship was like a scrapbooking craft time where they just put out a bunch of markers and pens, scraps of construction paper to cut and glue. So I did some drawing and some scrapbooking on the ship. That's a lot of what I attribute to this sketchbook actually getting made was the little crafts at sea scrapbooking time. This is a list of drinks that I had on the beach, just so I could remember them. And I drew a little ballpoint pen mermaid with a margarita. I had a tamarind margarita on the beach, and I had never had tamarind anything before, but it was delicious. This is a photo booth, a drawing of the arcade on the ship. I don't know, it's cute. Tourist gear. I just drew all of the stuff that I kept in my backpack. Sunscreen, sun hat, camera, sunglasses, water bottle. This weird looking thing is my hula hoop broken down into 4 pieces. A fan, and my beach towel with flamingos. Back on. This page, here's me with my hoop again. It's 4 pieces. Boat prom. I guess it's like a thing that cruises have, a formal night where you just dress up really fancy with your partner and you take cute pictures being fancy and you eat dinner all fancy. It was a good excuse to wear a prom dress that I bought. I love scrapbooking by like cutting up bits of brochures and maps. I have a bunch of little cut up brochure pieces. This is another cut up brochure. But this one was a map of Cozumel, and I circled the beach that we went to, and I drew a monarch. Well, Drew is generous. I was not, as you can see, this page is not a great artistic endeavor. I scribbled out a monarch butterfly because, being in Mexico in January, there's monarch butterflies everywhere. It's actually amazing. Oh, you see the shape? I was gonna draw the ship. We were on Carnival Valor, and I got really lazy or really bored, and that's as far as I got. I didn't actually end up drawing the ship. And this is a Kingdom Hearts joke, because the ship is called Valor. I just had a lot of fun drawing memories that we made. A lot of these things are scribbles that I did during dinner or right before bed. I took pictures and stuff on my camera too. But there's something really cool about drawing the impression it left on you that just a photograph doesn't quite capture. Fish that we saw when we were swimming. A teeny tiny little crab I found. I bought really good goggles that cover your nose so that I could stay underwater a longer time. Oh, we got to go horseback riding on the beach. And I rode a horse named Clown. And Sky rode a horse named Potato. So I drew the horses. When else would I get to ride a horse on the beach when I live somewhere so completely landlocked? This is a wristband from an ocean kayak rental. We rented ocean kayaks and there's nowhere to really go if you're on a kayak on the ocean, but back and forth along the beach, and that was really fun. Oh, I met and I held a macaw named Colada. It's a bird. Cute bird. This was drawn, I saw a cool postcard in a gift shop, and I didn't buy the postcard, but I drew my own picture of what was on the cool postcard. Travel hack. I don't have an explanation to why I didn't buy the postcard. Right as we left the beach in Cozumel, it started raining like crazy. But at the beach club we went to, we had ordered coconut shrimp, and they arrived just as it started storming. And so we just sat under a little cabana and watched the storm like crazy and ate really hot, really delicious coconut shrimp. And I wanted to immortalize those coconut shrimp I ate in a rainstorm. Here's some flowers. Here's a little me with a big palm leaf. We went on a carnival-sponsored excursion too. This is another cut-up brochure. We saw coconuts being sold on the corner of the street everywhere. You know, where they just crack it open with a sword. We went to the Mayan ruins of Ishkambo. These were two sculptures that I was gonna draw, and they were gonna be really cool. It's known for its temple of the sun and the moon, and it has these two big masks. One represents the sun, one represents the moon, but they have eroded down to almost nothing. And I was trying to draw what was left of them, and that was really like all of the detail that I could capture. This is a mermaid with a sun hat on, because it's really windy on ships. This is a really bad pen sketch of what the ship looked like when you stood up. Actually, I drew this while I was waiting in line for a burger from the Guy Fieri Burger Restaurant. This was the view from the Guy Fieri Burger Restaurant. They had really good fries, and I ate there a lot on the 5-day cruise. This is a business card from the stand-up comedian. I went to his comedy show, and then I also went to his 18+ comedy show, and his regular comedy show was actually way funnier, because on his 18+ comedy show, I don't know, I think he expected everybody to be drunk and was just not trying as hard that late at night. Oh, here's a dog I saw at the Pink Lakes. I went to a pink salt lake, and there was a dog here. Oh, this is the Mayan city of Ishkambo. And I drew this perspective was taken from the top of the tallest structure. I don't know, I was thinking back to this, but this was way more interesting than a ship. This is a Mayan city. There was a market street. This was where the sun and the moon sculptures were. The masks, they have big sunshades over them to shield them from further erosion. There were steam baths right next to the temple. And then there was a modern chapel built in the 19th, I say modern, it was built in the 19th century by locals. I don't know, this was fun and cool. Oh, creativity at sea. There's another craft thing. We made nautical knot bracelets. I think I have that, just a second. Hey, look at that. Yeah. We did crafts in the ocean time. Turns out there is not a huge amount to do when you are stuck on a ship traveling for hundreds of miles. They try, but really, it's all very expensive. We're mostly drinking. So the creativity at sea, scrapbooking, and bracelet making was a little bit more my speed. I drew some of the shells that I found on the beach. Hey! Wow, it's that shell right there. Ooh. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think that was the angle I drew it from. Not the best rendition still. But this was like on the bus on the way back from the beach club or something. More photo booth photos, they're just cute. Just a little page of sea and sky horizon. It really is unreal just looking in every direction and seeing ocean all around you as far as you can see in every single direction. This is why I wanted to share this for Mermay. I drew several little mermaids because why not? Me drawing some mermaids, wondering if the bright-ass ship is ruining their stargazing. Carnival also had a towel animal folding class, and I drew some of the animals that I folded. I put my glasses on. What? It was really fun experience. Alright, we have reached the last page. This was a pencil sketch that just stayed a really messy pencil sketch that I drew in the airport of the Starbucks Mermaid. Homebound coffee break. And on this page, it says, I need sleep and I miss my cats. I didn't fill the whole sketchbook, but what I did was something that I did this before I even left because I knew I wanted something really colorful with a lot of impact that would be fun to flip through. So this is gonna make me look like a complete cheat. Before I ever left on the trip, I put random washes of watercolor and bits of washi tape and stuff on pages just to fill them out. But I just filled pages with random colors and textures. So actually all the way through the book, the colors that you see, I did that at home before I ever left. Actually, so it's half and half because the construction paper and anything done with magic markers, that was on the ship. This was a really cute outfit. Alright, so that's it for my sketchbook tour. Oh yeah, and it's also a whole thing on cruise ships where people like decorate their doors. I drew this and printed it out and put it on my door. I hope you had fun with my first little sketchbook tour thing. If you'd like more, maybe I will work up the courage to share more. And if maybe a select sketch tour that's not the full sketchbook. But anyways, till next time. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like. Give my channel a subscribe. Thanks for watching.